Hello, Alessandrina here with Dexter and Alessandrina. And today I wanted to talk about family constellation work and what a really wonderful and powerful tool it can be in one's life. So, if you're not familiar with family constellation work, it doesn't involve your family in the sense that you're not working with your family, at least not in person. It's really a very deep process of tracing back the things that we carry within ourselves, the pain, the patterns, the negative thoughts and emotions, the fears, the beliefs, the limiting beliefs, and also life situations that actually originate in our ancestors or in our parents without us necessarily having realized that that's happening. So I invite you to try out family constellation. Whoever you work with, we do family constellation. That said, you can find a provider that does that and do a session. Try it out. It's life-changing. There are things that you can believe about reality and about yourself, and fears that you can be carrying that you don't know, that don't come from you. They really come from your ancestors. They come from your parents. They come from a fragment of a memory that is held in your mind, that is held in your body, that is held in your subconscious, and that continue to influence you because you've integrated it, internalized it, and also taken it as just as it is, as real, meaning not realizing that you're carrying that and that it's not yours. Not that anything is ours when it comes to conditioning. That said, there can be things that are very deep that we're identified with, that we believe. For instance, someone can believe, oh, I'm just a failure, or I'm not good enough, or I'll never find a relationship, or I'll never be truly loved, or I'll never heal, or I'll never have money. And those things originate in the family system, in the family mind, in our ancestors. Sometimes also, if you believe in past lives, they are influences from past lives. And in the context of family constellation, we don't necessarily bring up past lives and how they influence us. We really focus on the family system, and we focus on the energies from our family, known or unknown. It doesn't matter. Even if you didn't know your parents, you could still be carrying their beliefs. Even if you'd never heard of a secret in the family and the generations before you, you could still be carrying the pain of that secret within you, because anything that is not brought to the surface and not resolved continues to have influence. It continues to process. So until we become cognizant and we deeply realize those influences, they continue to shape our reality, to shape our personality, to shape our thoughts, our emotions, our energy, and to shape the choices that we make and the results that we get in our lives. For instance, I've worked with people in the past who, at the same age that their parent had gotten sick, got sick. And that's a family loyalty. So we don't realize we make those pacts, those invisible, essentially loyalties with parents, that if they got sick, we shouldn't have more than them, so we get sick at the same age. Same thing with abundance. If in our family there was a sense of lack or a sense of failure, a sense of not being worthy or deserving of money, sometimes we also manifest that and we experience the same situations as our parents. So if a parent goes bankrupt, for instance, or they lose their business, or they lose employment, we can go through the same exact situation at the same exact age as a form of loyalty. And because we've integrated and internalized that we shouldn't have more than our parents. So this is just one example. The influence from childhood conditioning is enormous. And family conditioning, meaning even things that you're not even aware of, that is carried within the what I call the family mind. So through a family constellation session, through this work, you can become deeply, deeply aware of some of the things that were invisible to you, that you just imagine, oh yeah, that's who I am, and that's my reality, and that's my situation, when in fact you were carrying something from an ancestor or a family member, and that because it wasn't verbalized, because you did not know and you had not done the work to explore your family history very deeply, and to understand the different situations and ways in which it influenced your upbringing, it simply wasn't evident, and so it wasn't released, it wasn't resolved, it just kept replaying out. What doesn't come to the surface to be understood, to be healed, to be cleared, then just keeps processing. So we can be focused on clearing certain things that we're aware of, and not realizing that there are other deep things that influence us, and because we've taken them as this is what is, and there's no way around it, this is who I am, or this is what's happening, we don't question that. And so the family constellation process is a process of really uncovering those traumas, uncovering those unresolved emotions and situations that are still essentially being carried in the family mind, and that you're carrying with you, and then to resolve it. So it's my intention to share with you the most practical, grounded, effective, and enjoyable tools that you can use to free yourself from pain and suffering, to free yourself from conditioning and the limitations that we experience through our conditioning. And family constellation is definitely a wonderful and extremely effective method of freeing yourself from pain and suffering, and being more present. So I highly recommend it. And if you want to find out more about family constellation, you can Google it, or you can go to our website, dexterandalessandrina.com, and you can do your own research and realize what is possible, what essentially what is available when you do family constellation work. Sending you much love. I hope this was helpful.